Okay, good morning. It's April 7th. Here's the S&P 500. So as we've got about 20 minutes here before the open. So a couple of important things that have unfolded here in the overnight session. So if you remember yesterday, we said that 4,076 was really the minimum target. And then things change from time to time. And what we still certainly have targets up above this 4076 area. And for now, the all-time high is 4076, and then some pretty decent selling, some pullback from there, pulled back about 20 points from that point. So I just want to point out a couple of things that have happened overnight here. So this held to the tick the first time it came down here. Came back up and tested the CP, and that held. Then the KP held, and then broke down below the CP, and then that CP held. Then we came down here to this KP. That's 56.75. The low is 56.50, so this held within one tick. And it's really in this sort of do or die situation here this morning. So right here, we'll draw in these fibs. But maybe you could give this to here. That's 54.50. If but let's talk for a minute about if they don't. Uh, yeah, so here we have this one, 46 quarter, and then we have 39 over here. But more realistic, if they are unable to, let's see, they're unable to get back above what's talked about, some of what would need to happen here. This becomes kind of like the minimum for a move down, this 36 area. If they are not able, and then we have this, so these two are areas of interest, 36 half, 43 or 34 quarter, and then down here this lower, this 30 area, and then of course we have these two KPs down here. So if what's happened now is they've come right down here and they held this KP. So if this holds, then that's fine. But there's a couple of important things that need to happen. We need to get above this right here to start off with, and then just a little bit, probably need to, we need to take out the CP. The CP is 6150, and we need to take that out. Um, we need to take that out a bit, and then we need to get to the above and hold above the midpoint of this prediction point in between here. So this is what's called at the midpoint, that 6350 area. We're going to need to get above that and hold on a pullback. So ideally, we would need to break out and come back and hold this CP, this 6150, for any higher. And if that happens, it does open things up a bit. And so if they are unable to do that, if this fails up here, can't get up above the 6350 area, then I'm looking for back down to the CP and even back down to here just to start off with, and then even lower, uh, back to here and even back to here. Then we'd have to go from there. That'd be some pretty decent selling. But so far this is holding. It held within a tick. If they can get up above and hold up here, then that'll kind of set. This is hanging on by a thread right now. And so they really need to get above here and hold there to kind of salvage this. So then beyond that, if that were to happen, that does open the door back up here. Let's just see what we're looking at here. So let's say back to the 74, 75 quarter area. And then this is probably that kind of probe area up here. Yeah. So back to the let's call it 74 to 76, 75 up into that area. And if they're able to get up above there, then we've got some room a bit higher. This is 89, not 80, 88.75. So we would certainly expect to see that. And then there's some room up above here. So let's put these fibs in right here. So that's 94.50. This midpoint and then this top one. So these would likely all be important on the way up here if they were to do that. Just kind of go from there one at a time. So this meaning this bottom one, the middle ones, this is 95, 01 3/4, and 09 quarter. Then of course we have the KP up there. So it's going to be interesting here. We'll see how the open goes, if they're able to break out up there and hold up there. And otherwise, we'll be looking for that selling for lower. If they're unable to break out up here and hold up here, likely we'll get a breakdown and then an opportunity to short it. So it's already not great and just kind of barely hanging on right here. So we'll see if they can keep this keep it alive here. So if it breaks down here, then I'd be looking for a bounce to sell because there's a 20 plus point target to the downside. So, okay, we'll see you here in the review. Trade it, one step at a time and take what the market gives you. It's FOMC minutes get released today, I believe. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll see you on the review today.